So this is Dr. Kavita Singh, Associate Professor in Department of Civil Engineering in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. So today our lecture will be on Introduction to ArcGIS. So ArcGIS is about the software, the spatial and non-spatial information which we have discussed in the previous lectures. So how to insert this all information in GIS, what are the different tools here, how the GIS has different windows. So this all we are going to discuss and we are going to learn today. So we'll just start with the software, how it looks like. So introduction to GIS. So this is how the software actually looks like. So it is from the ISRI. ISRI has created this software. And if you talk about introduction about ArcGIS, so what is ArcGIS? Basically, it shows you about the different, it helps you to create your own map. So once you insert this spatial information to ArcGIS software, it will help you to integrate, it will help you to create the output out of that spatial and non-spatial information. So in this introduction, how data are stored in ArcGIS, components of ArcGIS, extension of ArcGIS. So how data is stored in ArcGIS. So ArcGIS is having two components. So when you talk about how it is stored, so it has two components. We call it as ArcMap and we call it as ArcCatalog. So these are the two components of ArcGIS software is having. So ArcMap is for, this is helpful for displaying the map. Displaying the map. It will help us to display the map, and catalog will help us to, ArcCatalog will help us to create the files and folders. Create the files and folders. Now there is one more component of how the data is stored in ArcGIS. There is one more component, we call it as ArcToolbox. So what is ArcToolbox? ArcToolbox, it is having lot of tools in the software which will help us to create, do the analysis, okay, display, merge, or any clip if you want to do, or if you want to do the union. So any kind of operation if you want to do, that can be done by the ArcToolbox in ArcMap window. So how the data is stored? Data is stored in the ArcCatalog, it is stored in the ArcMap, it is stored in the ArcToolbox. So ArcToolbox is the helpful tool to analyze the data, create the data, display the data, merge the data, any kind of operation if you want to do, we can take the help of this ArcToolbox. And extensions of ArcGIS, we have Spatial Analyst, Geostatistical Analyst, and 3D Analyst. So if any extension, if you want to show the 3D, if you want to do the spatial distribution maps, if you want to do the geostatistical maps, so you will have to go with this all tools. So these are the extension to that. Now how data are stored in ArcGIS, components of ArcGIS catalogs. So this is its ISRI GIS development if you talk about. So ISRI is the development, this is the where the software is developed about the ArcGIS, and it has the ArcInfo coverage model versions of 1 to 7 from 1980 to 1999, and it has a macro language AML with 100,000 or 1 lakh licenses which can be used by the users as of 2002. And ArcGIS has a geodatabase model version of 8.3 from 2000, Visual Basics for applications, and it has a ArcView shapefile model version of 1 to 3 from 1994 to 1999, a menu scripting language. So this all is given by the ISRI development software. So ISRI is the software where from this ArcGIS has been developed. So file-based data models, we have geographic coordinates attributes are stored in the separate but linked files. So what are the file database we have in this software is, if you talk about Arc, we have coverages. If you talk about the info, we have shapefiles. Okay, so coverages are developed for workstations. Arc info in 1980, complex structure, proprietary format, attributes in info tables, and shapefiles developed for ArcView in 1993, and simpler structure in public domain, attributes in DBase. DBase is the geodatabase tables. So this attributes is about non-spatial. It is about non-spatial. When you talk about shapefile, it is about point, line, and polygon. So it is about point, line, and polygon. So this shape files, why we call it as shape files? Because it has a shape. Shape is like, it has a point shape, it has a line shape, it has a polygon shape. So this shape is having, along with the shape, it can store the data, the entire data in the form of files. Okay, so that's why it is called as shape files. So one single shape can store the information in the form of files, in the form of tables. Okay, in the form of tables, lot of information as I showed in the previous lecture, like location, and we have area, village, mandal, population. This all information can be stored with a single shape. That's why we call it as shape files. So shape files is about point, line, and polygon, which is done in the Arc Info or ArcGIS software. So previously this ArcGIS software is known as Arc Info, where the software was not too much developed. Nowadays, in the present situation, when you are going to use this ArcGIS software, it is combination of different softwares like Arc Info, ArcView, or ArcGIS software. If you combine this all software, we are able to use this software as ArcGIS, which is very much advanced software. So all the data can be displayed, or all the operations can be done in a single software. Okay. Now storing the data. So storing the data, like if you want to store about the data like Texas, if you want to store, Texas is about the area or the country, you want to store the information. So data, if you convert it into the shape file. So how do we convert this information? So coverages means this is the folder. So it is saved in the folder. In that folder, if you have one more folder, we can create as quantities, evap, info. So these three more folders we have created. So in this Texas, if you want to create a shapefile, so shapefile will be created either in the form of point, either in the form of line or polygon. So for example, this Texas, if I want to create this shapefile, I'll be taking a polygon. Why? Because it is showing a boundary. If it is a country boundary or a village boundary or a small city boundary, so I'll be taking the shapefile as polygon. Okay, polygon. So in this polygon, so as it is, once I create the polygon, these many files are added to this polygon. So these are the extension files which are added to this polygon, So this is the Texas which I have created as a polygon. So if I create the shapefile, what will happen? It will create automatically these all extension files. So what are the extension files here? .shp, .shx, .dbf, .shp, .shx, .dbf. So of these two things, quantities and evap. So I have created these two shapefiles. So first thing what will happen is 3 files will be created. Later more 3 files will be added to this shapefile. Okay. So this is how the data is stored in the ArcGIS. Now storing data in coverages and shapefile. Coverages are stored partially in their own folder, partially in the common info and folder. Shapefiles are stored in 3 to 5 files. So shapefiles are stored in with extensions .shp, .shx, .dbf, .spx and .sbf. So once we create the shapefile, first thing what will happen? These 3 files will be created. What are the 3 files? .shp, .shx and .dbf. So these 3 files will be created later. So when you convert this into coverages, what are the files will be added? .sbx and sbn will be added in the coverages and the shapefiles. Now coverages store common boundaries between polygons only once to avoid the redundancy, and shapefiles store all the geometry of each polygon regardless to the redundancy. So coverage features are single lines or single polygons. So when you talk about the coverages, so these are not the closed one, it will be in the form of the single polygon. Single polygon in sense that will be a line feature. That line feature is just closed it. Okay, so if I want to fill this with a color, I am unable to fill because it's a single line. So once I convert this entire coverage to a polygon, then this file is converted to a polygon. Then later, if you want to just fill the color to this polygon, we can just fill the color to this polygon. So to avoid the coverage features are single lines or single polygon. Shapefiles allow features to have multiple disconnected, intersecting and overlapping components. Now this is one more information about the ArcGIS. ArcGIS geodatabase. So this is how the geodatabase means what? All the data, all the huge amount of data which is stored in the software, that is stored in the ArcGIS itself. As in the first slide I showed you, ArcCatalog, ArcMap and ArcToolbox. So ArcCatalog and ArcMap, these are the two things where the data is stored. So ArcCatalog is a window where the data is stored, where the folder is created. So when you talk about geodatabase, the information, entire information, suppose I have created these points, these are the points. If I want to save these points, where it will be saved? It will save in the geodatabase. So where is the geodatabase? So this geodatabase will be in the ArcCatalog. Okay. So here the folder is created. Along in this folder, you can see here, this is the folder called as network. So in this network, I have these all shapefiles. What are the shapefiles I have? I have this line. This is the point. You can see the shape here. It's like a line. Okay. This is point. And here again we have a line. Again you have a point. Again you have a line. Again you have a point. So this all information is stored in the geodatabase. Okay. Geodatabase, like here it is stored. And this it is called as workspace, geodatabase, feature dataset, feature classes, geometric network, relationships, object class. This all information it is stored in the ArcGIS database. So this geodatabase we can just view in the ArcCatalog window. Okay. So geodatabase and the feature dataset. Geodatabase is the relational database that stores the geographic information. So that's what I was saying, it stores the geographic information, and feature dataset is a collection of feature classes that share the same spatial reference frame. Okay. Now geodatabase and feature dataset. Why geodatabase? To establish and store relationship based on the tabular information. And why feature dataset? To establish and store the relationship based on the geographic information. So geodatabase is to store the relationship based on the tabular information. So what is tabular information here? The non-spatial information. The non-spatial information is called as tabular information. So which is stored in the geodatabase. And feature dataset is to establish and store relationship based on the geographic information. So geographic information is about the spatial information. Okay, spatial information. So geographic information is about the spatial information which is stored in the feature data sets. Feature data sets here we can see here. Feature data set is about the shapes or the shapefiles, and geodatabase is about the storing the information. The relationship based on the tabular information is stored in the geodatabase. So this is one window. It is shown in the ArcMap window. Where you can see this analyze data, geoprocessing data, and view and edit data, create maps. So these are the different few windows you can see here in the ArcMap, how it is viewed. So this is just a software part, just I have shown you how it is viewed. Later on, how it is created, that will come to know in the next coming lectures. So what type of data, how it is viewed. So just remember, in ArcMap, the data map is created. We can view the data and we can just do all the operations. And creating the shapefile, it will be only possible in the ArcCatalog. And Arc Toolbox, it is used for the operation of these all data, spatial or non-spatial. If you want to cut the data in sense, if you have this map here, if you want to split this map into 4 parts, that all 4 parts you can split only in the with the help of this geoprocessing software, which is in the Arc Toolbox. Arc Toolbox, it is used. You can use the buffering, you can use the splitting, clip, erase. These are all different terms which is available in the Arc Toolbox. So that we can view in this ArcMap only. So that is available only in the ArcMap. So this ArcMap window only, we can just see this Arc Toolbox, where you can just do any analysis part, whatever is required. So this is ArcCatalog window again. So this is how the window looks like. You can see here, we have a window here where it will show you the shape files. Here it is showing you the metadata. Here it is showing as the tables. So this all information, if you want to view, we can just view in the ArcCatalog. So ArcCatalog is the window where you can view this all entire information in the software. Okay. So this is all information what we can view in the ArcCatalog. Or ArcMap is for display or any type of editing. If you want to do editing of the spatial and non-spatial data can be done in the ArcMap. And ArcCatalog is for creating the metadata and creating the shapefile. So these are the few screenshots taken from the software, how the data looks like. So once it is created, we can just view in the ArcCatalog. And if you want to just create the map, we have to go to the ArcMap. Okay, you cannot show this all information in the ArcCatalog. So this is the ArcCatalog window looks like. So we'll stop it today. So for today, we'll continue in the next lecture about this ArcGIS software. We have more to understand. So till now, I hope you understood what is ArcCatalog and ArcMap, and what is geodatabase and what is feature dataset. So ArcGIS software is created by the ISRI, and from ISRI it is created, and it has 2 windows called as ArcCatalog, and one it is called as ArcMap. So ArcCatalog is for creation of the shapefile. So what is shapefile, we will be learning again in the coming lectures. So shapefile, just remember, it is in the form of point, line and polygon. So these are the 3 shapefiles which is created in the ArcCatalog, and metadata is also created in the ArcCatalog, and tables are also viewed in the ArcCatalog. So this is how the window looks like in ArcCatalog. So if you want to generate the map, if you want to create the map, display the map, editing of spatial and non-spatial, this is only possible in the ArcMap. Okay. So these are the few references you can just go through for finding out the more information about it. Mostly you can just go through the links to get the more information about it. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.